That's what you call splitting hairs. Here to discuss the hypocrisy of it all, Madison Gesiotto, Christopher Bedford, and Gina Loudon. Gina, let me start with you. This is a stress test of 233 years. This is the moment of truth for America right now.
They've become schizophrenic to the rest of America. I think that they should be informed that they literally look like they have multiple personality disorder, Charles. This is my background. This is my field. And if I had someone in a therapy session and they spoke out of both sides of their mouth to this degree within this short of a framework of time, I would really be concerned, and I am really concerned, and I think this country is really concerned. And it speaks to Donald Trump's deference and respect for the process that he really waited until he had consensus from both parties and then acted, and now they're trying to hang him for it. It's insane.
Christopher, a couple of headlines today in New York Times. The President of the United States is lying again. The Washington Post, the shame of Trump not seeing what's wrong with the firing of Comey. Where were these folks 48 hours ago?
Well, these folks were on the exact opposite side of the spectrum. The best example that I saw yesterday was John Podesta. He was Hillary Clinton's top guy. He was in line to be in the White House. He tweeted that Americans were getting slightly nauseous listening to James Comey at 11 in the morning. And 7 hours later, he was saying, this is a constitutional crisis. How could it be a constitutional crisis if it's constitutional for the president to fire a bureaucrat who works for him? I think one of the problems with the Washington Post, the New York Times, and everyone here is if you call this a coup, like David Frum did, or compare it to a fire or some kind of, the end of constitutional government, no one takes you seriously. Right. We're past day 100 of every day is the beginning of fascism and the end of America as we know it. And it's kind of hard to listen now.
It is getting tiring. Madison, first of all, congratulations. You graduate law school on Friday.
Yes, thank you.
This is your first big task to figure out the hypocrisy, because you're going to D.C., you're going to have to deal with this stuff, the hypocrisy of the left and the mainstream media. And I think Chris has got a point. The boy who cried wolf thing is going to, I think, hurt them in the long run.
Oh, absolutely. This is hypocrisy at its finest. One day they hate him, the next day they love him, but that's only because Donald Trump is the one firing him. If it was President Barack Obama firing him, or if Hillary Clinton had won in November and had ended up firing him right now, they'd be thrilled. It's because it's Donald Trump. And that is not the right way to be, because once again, we see these people putting politics over the interests of the American people, just like they have done on so many other issues, and it's unacceptable.